Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. I'm up close and personal today because we are doing our glam makeup routine. I wanted to get you up close and personal so you can see exactly how the products sit on my skin. Tallulah wanted to do this in the same video so we could compare our routines, and also I have normal to dry skin and then Tallulah will show you her routine with the type of skin she has.
Hey, how are you? So today we're going to be doing a full glam. Now, one thing about me, I'm either like a full beat kind of gal or I'm no makeup at all and I'm kind of a bit like this. There's no real in between. So I'm going to show you like my full glam makeup look, which at this point is literally just my go-to routine using my absolute favorite products. I've got them down here below and I love these products. They really work for me. I know that they keep my makeup on all day and they just give me that look that I want. I've got Cara's makeup skills that are like up here and then mine that are here, so you know, take what you want from our different routines, but the way we actually apply our makeup I believe is fairly similar in terms of like the routine. My skin is all prepped and primed, ready to go. I've done my normal skincare routine.
I've already done my skincare, but if you want to see me and Tallulah do that in another video, please let us know, and of course we can do that. We can share our routines. Let's jump straight into the video. I'm so excited for this.
First thing for me is brows. So my brows are actually microbladed, but I do fill them in with a little bit of eyebrow pencil. This is literally just the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil that I picked up in Boots, but I just go through and really lightly fill in my brows. I don't do much here at all. So now my brows are filled in. Like I said, I don't really do much there. I always like to set them in place, and for that I use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is so good. The only way I can describe it is like hairspray for your brows. So I just run it through just to make sure that they're all like kind of in place and not roguely sticking out anywhere.
Up first, I have the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. If you follow me on TikTok, you would know that I have used and abused this for so long now. I'm obsessed with using skin tints. As I apply more products, it becomes so full coverage that you don't need anything heavy as a base layer, and also this makes everything else sit so beautifully on your skin. Look at that glow on my skin. It is so pretty.
This foundation is chef's kiss. So it's the Dior Skin Glow Forever foundation, and this is shade 3N for reference. I absolutely love this. It has got such a full coverage and it just has such a nice skin-like finish. I sometimes find with glowy foundations they don't always last on the skin all day, where this has got a really nice full coverage and it lasts on the skin. Blend it out with a beauty blender.
I always use By Terry Serum Concealer as my liquid bronze. I love a concealer as a bronzer because the formula is always top tier. This obviously is a serum concealer, so I've got the skincare benefits. This has been an absolute favourite of mine for so long now. Sometimes use this underneath my eyes, and today is one of those days where I feel like having it underneath my eyes, but I'm just going in with the Kylie Cosmetics Power Plush Concealer. I mainly use this to carve out my eyebrows, and I absolutely love the Lancome Serum Concealer. Again, I love a serum product underneath my eyes, but today I'm feeling a little bit more coverage since we are going full glam. This blends in so seamlessly to the skin. You don't have to do any work with this product. If you've never tried this, you really need to give it a go if you love a full coverage concealer.
Now the foundation's all nicely blended in, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I can never pronounce this. I'm so excited that we now have Tarte in Sephora in the UK. I remember when I was younger, I really wanted to get a hold of this like years ago. I couldn't because they didn't have Sephora in the UK and you couldn't get hold of Tarte, but now you can. To add more structure to the face, carving out the brows definitely does kind of give more of a sculpted effect. Take this like flat brush and then a bit of concealer. Just blended that out underneath my eyebrows. Now ready to go and blend under my eyes. Now we're all blended on the concealer, I like to go in with my liquid bronzer, which is kind of like a cream. This is Bronzer by Be Perfect, which is like contour slash bronzer. It's a really nice in between. For this, as you can see, it's very well used. Cara actually gave this to me because the shade was a little bit dark for her. And apply it directly onto the face. And then just tap it straight into the cheekbones. And keep this quite high on the cheekbones to give everything a bit more of a lifted look. If you go that bit higher, it'll naturally lift up the face. One thing I really like with this is I am a lazy girl. When it comes to makeup, I want lazy girl hacks. This adds a lovely bit of eyeshadow to the eye. So where we've put that concealer, obviously it's quite brightening. So I just wipe that directly onto the eyelid and on the other side, just to blend all that concealer together with a bit of colour, And then you've got your base for eyeshadow, which is just perfect for me because I'm not an eyeshadow pro.
Liquid blusher, I am a Sun-Kissed blusher. This is from Maybelline and I'm obsessed with the shade City Sizzle. Raved on about this one too many times because I am just obsessed with the formula. It sits so beautifully on the skin. Makes your skin glow from within. That's the vibe that this gives. Extremely light formula. Look at that glow that it leaves on my skin. Obsessed with this. To make your makeup all merge in together and sit really beautifully, I always like to put on the excess blush onto my forehead, onto my chin, and also onto my nose. You either love it or you hate it.
Last of our wet products is blusher. This is the Blush by Made by Mitchell. I love this. It's called Melon Sorbet. Pop that on again, the high cheekbones, and I like to blend this one out with my finger.
Hey guys, it's just me from the future, currently just editing this video, and I've started to realise how different mine and Tallulah's routines actually are, which is insane. So she goes on to do her blusher, powder blusher, whereas I do powder bronzer, then I go on to do loose powder, but she does that last after all of her powder products. So I've decided just to chunk together our routines so it actually makes sense. So it's not a hard watch, because otherwise I understand that it's going to be very jumpy all over the place and it's going to make absolutely no sense. Enjoy the next couple of clips. I hope you guys are getting the gist of our makeup routines. I've really enjoyed this video so far, and I think you guys have also been enjoying it. Fingers crossed. I love you guys anyways. I'm going to continue editing. I'm going to keep my mouth shush for now on. However, it's going to jump to 2 massive sections, so enjoy.
Now we've got all the cream products on, we're going to go and set with powder. So this is my favourite shade for blusher at the minute. This is the shade. Super pretty. Just going to pop my blusher brush in there and then apply it straight onto where we just blushed with the cream product. Now, I like to bring everything onto the eyelids, so I do just pop a little bit of this on my eyelids. I think it just brings all the colour together, and it's not hard. You don't need to be super precise. As you can see, I kind of just chuck it on. So this is the part where I just need you to trust the process. I appreciate there's like a lot of blush and a lot of colour going on right now, but when we powder, everything will like neutralise out a little bit. So I use 2 bronzers. This is the NYX Butter Bronzer. This is quite a dark shade that I like to bring onto the forehead. I like a bit of a darker bronze there. To just really lightly dust that on the outside of the forehead. Taking my huge fluffy bronzer brush. I'm really not very precise with what I put on my eyes. As you can see, I kind of just throw it on. Then I'm going to go in with the Hoola Caramel by Benefit. I feel like everyone needs a little bit of Hoola in their makeup collection. It's such a staple. I'm just going to go and pop that on my cheeks. Final step of bronzer is always nose contour. So I've got an amazing brush for nose contour. It is the Morphe M572 and it is a flat brush. So what you can do is just go and pop your brush in the bronzer and then go down each side of the nose to really sculpt and give it shape. So now we're going to just set everything in place, and this is the Benefit Super Setter. So I apply a healthy amount of that to my skin, as you can see. It's all dried down. I'm going to go in with powder. So this is the Huda Easy Bake. Absolutely love this product. It's in the shade Pound Cake and I use this religiously. Like, this is my go-to setting powder. Take the product onto the trig well. Always pat on the back of your hand, because there's quite often, look, quite a lot of excess powder that you don't really want to apply to the face if you can avoid it. And then we set that under the eyes. Stamp it into your makeup. Now what this will do is really help keep everything set into place and also give a nice blur across the skin. Bit on the forehead as well, and then the excess just brush off. Sometimes powder can leave a little bit of a white cast, so where I set on my cheeks where my blusher is and my bronzer is, just bring in a tiny bit of colour back, but this is just a 30-second little bit of dusting.
Now into my powder products. I have been absolutely loving Hoola Bronzer.
Top tip is using your powder bronzer before you go in with your loose setting powder. It makes the colour stand out so much more and last so much longer on your skin. All day long, my loose setting powder has to be Laura Mercier. Starting to run a little bit low on this, which is actually so sad.
I love setting my whole face, so I always do my under eyes, my chin, my smile lines and my forehead.
I am a double powder type of girl, so I go in with the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. If you're looking to reverse contour, this is absolutely insane. Or if you want to carve out your nose contour, this is gorgeous. Without having to go through the effort of actually contouring my nose. I always do the smile lines and tap over the chin area And of course the forehead, we just want to set everywhere because we do not want this makeup moving, especially if you're on a night out. You want it to last all night. I've got an obsession with the Benefit Sunny Blusher. I've honestly not really used any other blush since having switched to this blush. This is such an amazing everyday shade. It's so warm. This one's in the shade called Sunny. Blusher disappears throughout the day and we all know that. So packing on a little bit extra while you're doing your makeup won't hurt because of the fact it will die down throughout the day. Mine never does because I am a blush blind queenie, so I always overdo it. Also just wanted to mention the fact that all of my brushes are actually from Fine Cosmetics. I love these brushes so much. It also comes with this bag, but they are so sleek. They're really luxurious brushes, yet they are such an affordable brush brand to get from.
The Jordana Tisha palette. I think this is an amazing palette to start with. It's got every colour you need in terms of neutrals, nothing too overwhelming, and a black, which clearly I like to use and abuse. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and then the shade Cupid and Oracle. I just mix those in and just throw it into the crease. I go in with a bit of black just to line my eyes right along the top of where my eyelashes are. I'm no pro when it comes to eyeshadow, but I just think that adds a little bit of something. And then the final thing I do is take from the palette just shade Oracle here and just pop it under my waterline.
Now going on to my eyes, I love the Fine Art Beauty Multi Mattes palette because it has every single matte you could ever need in your life. This palette gets used and abused and there's a good reason for it. It's a palette that you can use at any time. I abuse this shade down here and I will just apply this all over my lids. It's kind of like a bronzer shade. I blend this into my eyebrows for a more natural effect and then I just wash it all over. You don't want to try with your makeup but you want a little bit of something over your concealer, then this is fantastic. It just sets it in place. It makes it look like you've made an effort, yet you've done barely anything at all. And then grabbing this darker shade and I'm also just washing that over the eye for a little bit of depth. This palette actually comes with a mirror inside, which is so handy because it like slips into the middle compartment of the palette. Just add a little bit of black on the outer corner. Grab your finger if you feel like it's not blending properly. Just want this really washed out. This is such a simple smoky eye look that's effective but requires no effort whatsoever. I do enjoy taking this shade right next to the white. Unfortunately, none of these actually have names. So I like to brighten up the inner corner by packing that in the shape of a cut crease. I'm going to deepen up the eyes ever so slightly more, so I'm going to grab my, oh, not that side. I'm going to grab my Maybelline tattoo liner. This one's in the shade called Espresso Teeny. I'm just using this in my waterline. I love using a brown liner instead of a black because it's a little bit more subtle. It doesn't look so harsh on your eyes and it's actually wearable if you wanted to wear this in the day and bring it into the night. It gives my eyes the nicest pop. I do have green eyes and this really helps to enhance them. This is all the eyeshadow and eyeliner that I do for my eyes. Heading on to mascara. This has been an absolute favourite of mine recently. This is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara. This one's the Extreme Volume mascara. I never used to like a really thick mascara wand. However, sorry, I just thought I saw something in the garden. The amount of volume that this mascara wand will give you is insane. Just a couple of layers of it and your eyelashes are like sky high. Let's get applying. That is one layer of the mascara. I'm sorry, it's gorgeous. One layer, look at that. My lashes are so full whenever I use this. I didn't even use a curler beforehand to curl my lashes. This is all mascara. Shows how incredible this product actually is.
My absolute favourite step of my makeup routine, mascara. I just think this is absolutely where makeup comes to life, for me anyway. So always with the eyelash curlers. And my mascara of choice is new to my makeup bag, but it's fast become a staple. It is the Maybelline Sky High. What a difference that makes. I just love mascara. For a full glam, always a little bit on the bottom lashes as well.
Last and final step, lippies. I absolutely love the Maybelline lifter liners. However, I do not know where I've put the shade that I actually want. So today I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Traced Out Lip Liner. It's a brown because we're going to be doing a red lip today. Before I put on my matte lip, I always like to powder my lips. Now let's get lining. These are so creamy, it's an absolute joke. You guys know that I do not use anything else for a matte lip other than the plumping powder matte lips from Kylie Cosmetics, and this one's in the shade called Craving Cherry. This is such a rich red and they sit so amazing on your lips. So hydrating and they make your lips look so soft. The basic way to activate the matte lip is just going like this. And it almost like, I don't know what it does, but it makes it matte. It's really bizarre. You have to push your lips together.
Then last but not least is lips. So for my lips, I'm going to go in with the Refi. I don't know if you can see, but I've absolutely ruined the tip of this. It is the Refi Lip Sculpt in the shade Fawn. No matter what you eat, what you drink, this lip liner is staying locked into place, which I absolutely love. So that's liner. And for my actual lipstick, I like to use the Lisa Eldridge in the shade Sweet Fig. Now I love this because it's like a sheen. It's like a sheeny balm. It's not matte. Personally, I don't love a matte lip on myself. Just adds such a pretty gloss to the lip. For a full glam, this is my final step. Now girls, invest in a lip gloss that has glitter in it. I've said it once, I'll say it again. The amount of compliments I get when I use lip glosses that have glitter in, people are always like, wow, fixated on my lips. So like, what do you use? Because especially if you're in like a nighttime, like club, bar, dimly lit environment, apparently your lips just glow. So this is the Glossier lip gloss in the shade Bronze. You can see it is super sparkly, and for a full glam night out, this is what you want. Just makes your lips super reflective and shiny, and I definitely think it lasts longer than just like a normal lip gloss because you've got the bits of glitter in there, so it always stays like a little bit reflective and like glittery.
Let's take this hair out. Oh, my favourite part. Okay, bangs are out to play, and that is my finished makeup look. I am so obsessed with how this makeup has turned out. This is my go-to glam makeup look. All the shades just work so beautifully together. This red lip is everything. Whenever I have a red lip, I don't like to make my eyes too dark because otherwise it just looks very overpowering.
It's my full glam look. These products are chef's kiss in my makeup routine. I absolutely love them.
I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I hope you guys grabbed a few tips and tricks from this, and I'm so intrigued to see what mine and Tallulah's comparisons are with makeup and her tip. This is what we are looking like. I'm so obsessed with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you next week for a brand new video every Sunday at 6 p.m. I love you guys so incredibly much. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye bye.
I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.